Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me too well, it's a bit windy out here, but I thought I'd get a change of scenery and get the nice ocean in the background. It's our last day at Woralie Creek, which is a bit sad because it's such a nice area here. We're all a bit, annoyed about that, but oh well, what you gonna do? We're gonna head off to Coogle Creek today. I don't know if everyone's gonna come. It might end up just being me and Liv, which actually would be quite nice, bit of a relaxing, romantic day. But yeah, we just got to wait for the tides to go out a bit again, as they're a bit high still. They weren't as high as yesterday, which is good, but yeah, it was still pretty high. We dug this trench here, so the tide came all the way up to this line here, but we dug this trench the other day to try and make sure that the water didn't come up past our trailer and all that stuff. And that seemed to work pretty well, like we didn't get wet at all, but the tide did only come to here. So yeah, I think we've all just been having a bit of a relaxing morning. We had pancakes for breakfast this morning. Jonty made like a really nice burnt butterscotch sauce, which was really, really good. And yeah, no, that's about it. So I think we'll pack up a bit, have a bit of a lazy morning, and then head to Coogle Creek. See you there. While we're here, I can properly show you the bush mechanics we did to it. So we ended up pulling the wheel off the other day and we tried to fix it properly. I'll just open this up so we can see in here. So I don't know if you guys can tell there, but the coil hat is splitting away from the chassis, and on the inside it's actually pulled it completely apart. So we got some ratchet straps around here. There's two along here and they're really tight. They're holding that down, so that can't go anywhere. Then we've got, one here, another one up there, and another one up there. So 6 in total holding this down, which should be enough to get us home, we're hoping. He's still not sure if when we get off the island he's going to try and find a welder real quick, just to literally run a bead of weld along that just so it doesn't move, but I don't think we'll need it. We'll see how it goes when we get off the island, and then he'll make his decision. But yeah, it's only freeway driving after that, so it should be alright. But it is, we're from Sydney, so it's a good 13-14 hour drive, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we came for a drive to Coogle Creek now that the tide went out a bit, and it is unreal. I didn't realise how big Coogle was. It's like huge. There's a massive boat out there. Like, it is absolutely enormous how wide it is, and it's so clear. Like, the water is crazy clear. It is tidal as well, so like it comes right up, but yeah, it's so nice. I didn't realise how good it actually was out here. I think next time if we do come again to Fraser, we'll definitely be staying out here. What do you reckon, Liv? Yeah, it's just, yeah, especially the campsites as well are a bit tucked away, like you got a bit of protection. They're around like under some trees, so you actually get like a bit of protection away from the wind and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really nice out here. So we're gonna go drive right to the end where the creek runs out into the ocean. We'll have a look, take some photos, bit of video, and yeah, we'll probably chill here for a little bit, then head back. Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome back to another video, or another day, whatever one this ends up being. We're at the last day at Woralie. We're actually, last night was our last night here. So as you can see, we're all packed up, ready to go. Yeah, we're gonna go to Zone 2 straight away and try and find a campsite early so we don't have to worry about that tonight, and just dump the trailer there and dump our swags and stuff there and not even set it up yet, I don't think. And then we'll go to Lake McKenzie, and we're going to go to Lake WWII, but I think instead we're going to try and find these old World War II barracks that are near Lake McKenzie. They're meant to be really cool, and I've read a little bit about them. I can't really find much information on them, but I'll try and get there. At the start of this track this morning as well though, there's a really soft section. Camper trailers were getting bogged. Like every camper trailer got bogged yesterday without fail. So I'm a bit nervous about that this morning. I'll get Liv to film it. It's a really soft section, so I might have to get into it a bit. Apart from that, actually, last night we cable tied, put some cable ties around Jonty's tail shaft. So I'll try to make sure I get his reaction on the UHF. So hopefully they start banging around and make a bit of racket. should be a fun little way for him to start his morning. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we try and get out of this little bog. Alright, so we were driving down the track and I looked in the rear camera and I was like, oh, left side of the suspension of the trail looks a bit lower. So if you come around here, you can see how this gap is completely gone. Now I'll show you on the other camera, I think it'll be the easiest way, but basically the suspension, how it works, is got a leaf spring that goes through like a slipper joint, which is like a little bracket like that, and it usually just rides through there when it travels. But obviously I've hit a big bump and it's come out of that and bounced out to the side, so I'm just going to have to take the wheel off, jack it up. I should be right to get us back on the road pretty soon. Anyway. Alright, so if you can see properly there, so how these work, they've just got this little bracket here, and basically this part of the leaf spring just usually rides back and forward through that instead of having another eyelet, because then it saves having to have a movable shackle. But obviously I've hit a massive bump and then that's just pulled it straight out and now it's sitting beside it, so it's not actually acting as a spring anymore. But yeah, we'll just, I think we'll have to probably pull the front of it out and we might have to unbolt it completely to be able to get it back in, but we'll see how it goes. If it's not right, tell me, I'll put it in. There we go, they're starting enough, you know what it goes. Beauty. Cheers, boys. Alright, so after about 20 minutes and a lot of sweat because it's bloody boiling down here, we got it all done, so it's all back in. As you can see, the trail is actually sitting at a decent height now. So yeah, we'll get back on the tracks and we'll keep heading towards the eastern beach. Alright, so we left camp a little bit later than we wanted to this morning. It was like 6:40 instead of about 6 when I wanted to leave. Then we had the trailer problem and now we've got to Eli Creek. We're racing the tide the whole way up the beach. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is like, yeah, you probably can't see much there, but the tide is way up. Like, it is ridiculous. As soon as you get past Eli, I don't even think you'd be able to get past the next headland. It's that like high up. And Eli Creek is flowing backwards because there's that much salt water running into it. It's actually, the tide is like, the current is flowing back up the creek. So we're just going to chill here for a while now, I think, until the tide goes out, which does screw our day over a little bit, but is what it is. Anyway, we're going to go try and find some reception now because I want to try and find out a little bit more about these World War II ruins that we're going to go look at. But yeah, anyway. Alright, after a bit of exploration, we finally found the entrance to the Z-Force camps. So these are like old World War II, they're like special forces were training on Fraser Island. And this is like the old remains of that. And basically you have to walk in, so you come down, I think it's Bennett's Road, which is right at the top near Kingfisher. You come down here and then there's a sign that says Mackenzie's Jetty, and from there you can walk in. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to walk in and yeah, hopefully it's a cool walk and some cool scenery. Please don't say that. Alright, so we just walked down that massively long track. It was way longer than we thought. It took about 40 minutes of like good pace walking to get down here. But at the end, it's pretty cool. There's a big jetty here. We're trying to figure out where the Commando Z-Force school thing was. We're not sure if it was back up the way we came, like a different track, or if it's just somewhere completely different. We have no idea. But yeah, we're going to try and figure it out now. But yeah, I'll get some cool photos here and then yeah, we'll get moving again. Alright, we finally made it. It is a trek to try and figure out. I'm gonna, in post, when I edit this video, I'm gonna put together a little map to explain to you guys how to actually get here if you want to come here yourself, because the signage is terrible. Alright, so basically I'm going to show you guys how we found the Z-Force camp. So, you've got Fraser here. So pretty much, if you can get to Lake McKenzie, once you're at Lake McKenzie, so this road, Lake McKenzie Road, all the way around Lake McKenzie is one way, travelling in this direction, so anti-clockwise. Basically, once you come past Lake McKenzie, or even before, if you go up this northern road, you can come in this way. which is actually the way we did, this Bennett Road here. It's not coming up here, but it is this Bennett Road. And basically you get to an intersection here, which is what you see in the video where we park up our cars. When I say, like, we're going to walk to find the Z-Force camps, it's a clip before this one. So basically we parked like here and here. And then from there, you then start walking down. Well, we walked down this trail here. Now, this trail is very long. If you don't have enough water, don't do it because you won't be able to go the whole way. Let's go to satellite view real quick just so you can see properly what's going on. So now, as you can see here, so we came in this track here. This is the jetty where we got those photos, and this is where we were standing where I said, oh, we're going to try and figure out where the Z-Force camps are from here, blah, blah, blah. Now, basically, this is where it got really confusing because from here, there is absolutely nothing that tells you like where they are. And I understand they were top secret or whatever, but now they're not. Like, they're a tourist attraction. But pretty much they're up here, and this is up a hill. So there's no track on maps, but if you look, when you get to this jetty, you'll come out down here, and if you walk up like literally 100 meters, if that, there's another little entrance up here, and you can follow that here, and pretty much then there's a track that goes up the hill. So what you want to do is you want to follow the track up the hill. I'm pretty sure it went like forward and then came back, and then you get to another crossroads where you can either go follow like the coast here, or you can go back towards like this track here. So what you do is you follow that coast like track, and then you come in, and I don't know if it's actually on this track. It might be this track here actually. And then once you get to here, it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll start to see some like old rusted out metal, and then you come to this sign, which is where I'll cut back into the video now. But it's pretty cool. It's like full on, like this is a little board you come to at the start, so this tells you all about, like, you know, what's here and yada yada yada. I'll turn the ISO down so we can actually read it. That would be good, eh? There we go. And just obviously pause on any of this if you want to see it. But yeah, we're going to go see, hopefully there's some actual, oh sorry, it's probably really shaky. Hopefully there's some actual, like, old World War II, oh wow, okay, it's actually pretty cool. Hang on. There's a full-on memorial here. Wait up.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Far out. Well, yeah, this is what you trek out into the bush get you, and there's some old cars and stuff by the looks of it over there, so I'll go check that out in a sec. But yeah, so if you want to come check it out, it's pretty cool. Long walk though. Make sure you bring enough water and food and stuff. My feet are killing me because I have no proper hiking shoes. I've got like crappy old shoes on, you can't even see them. But yeah, anyway, check the rest of it out, and then yeah, we'll start heading back. We want to go to Lake McKenzie as well today, so yeah, we're gonna smash that out. Alright, so after a very eventful day, we finally made it to Lake McKenzie. I promised Liv I'd bring her here, and the sun is basically gone and there's no one here, so it's probably the perfect time to come. But yeah, we did make it, so we're just going down now, and yeah, we're very excited. We found the best time to come. There is probably like 2 groups of people down there, and the rest of the beach is just empty. It is amazing. And the colour of the water, like with the, I don't know if you can see how blue that is on camera, but we've got the cloud covers coming in now. It's actually starting to spit, but that's alright. And like the sky is like orangey yellow. It just looks unreal. Anyway, we're going to go for a quick swim and we'll see you guys back in a minute.